But we have Debate Me, Ethan Klein. He says I'm not watching the video. He
Like,
literally just says we went through the video. We didn't like watch all of it, but like we went through it.
we watched more than Hasan does.
Yeah, exactly.
Ethan Klein, if you want to have a conversation with me, I am available. I can talk to you about any number of different
Fuck to ya.
that we have, except
Sorry.
I'm not going to be nice to you. I'm not going to treat you with kitty gloves. I'm going to talk to you in the same exact way that I would to an actual political content creator who was expressing your viewpoint about Israel. I'm going to talk to you in the same exact way that I would talk to them. So if you think that I'm afraid of you, I think you and I both know that that's not the case. And so before I keep watching, I need to know, are you a communist? No, of course not. I love capitalism. I'm a liberal of the Democratic Party variety. Everybody knows.
See, he's just doing irony. He's literally just doing irony to like avoid it. Like, no, I am a democratic capitalist. It's like, dude, he can't be genuine at all when he's actually like, when he's in the fray of things.
Like, if I remember correctly, he did this exact same shit with a Willie Mack show, I believe, where he made a video criticizing Hasan. They had a debate, and then Hasan says, "Yeah, I didn't watch your video." And it's like, okay, so how are we supposed to have a debate about the video if you haven't watched the video? And then, like, that's a really shitty tactic because that puts all the onus on the person he's debating to bring up their points. But doing it on the spot like that makes them stumble, makes them look stupid, right? And then Hasan can capitalize on that.
And I'm pretty sure when the debate happened, it happened over a year after the original video came out.
Exactly. And then he's criticizing Willie, be like, "Oh, you don't remember exactly what you said at the 18-minute mark?" Here's the thing about Hasan. He is smart in the way that he knows how to manipulate how people view him. Like, he knows that people will view him in this way that we are, but there are also people out there that view him as he's just not given a fair take. People take him out of context and that kind of shit. Yeah. And he knows how to like capitalize on those kind of ideas. I don't like Hasan, but he does have some charisma. He does know how to speak, and that goes a long way with staying relevant, right?
Yeah, I mean, like if he just like stuck to like, you know, entertainment and video games or something,
like it'd be whatever. But he tries to be political, and when he tries to do that stuff, he makes himself look like an asshole.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like that's how you get people like feverishly obsessed with you. So it's like, oh, he supports my cause, my pet issues. That's where it's like, oh, then now it feels like an obligation to watch him.
Yeah, I'm a liberal.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Two times, whatever.
You must be an absolute dumb, right? You know, you'd have to be a real moron, or maybe disingenuously lie and be like, I was groomed as a 40-year-old adult into believing that someone is actually a liberal when they, they hid that from me. They hid their true perspective from me. They groomed me into believing that they were a liberal. They'd have to bird-brained moron, or maybe a disingenuous grifter who recognizes that the person that they were talking to never really sheltered their views whatsoever. Guys, I have a statue of Lenin behind me. Not obviously, I'm in Japan. I used to think you were cool, consistent, and friendly. I looked past the house because I figured it makes sense. Then I found out you're a commie. Now I realize you're undeniably a baller based and live true to your word. You also have good eyebrows. Thank you. Why is the Tim Pool beanie on stream?
Dude, okay, now it's like literally like this is like all stretched out to where it's like, and he's not even gonna get to the point because this is how this clip channel works, right? It's like that he'll get to the point like maybe 15 or like let's just say 5 minutes in.
It's an hour and 40-minute video. Okay, can I just say something? This might come across a little ableist.
I guess it perfectly, bro.
But you literally have an intellectual disability if you think that like I am fearful of watching an hour and 40-minute video made by a dude who literally thought Roe v. Wade was the gay one.
Roe versus Wade. Is that the gay one?
No, that's
when every single child or someone with an actual child brain.
See, he just found that on Reddit and I was like, yeah, let's use that against him. You know, it's like, oh no, he doesn't. This is literally the equivalent of like not knowing a place on the map, not knowing Supreme Court like cases. By name.
It happens to everyone. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you don't know the difference between Obergefell v. Hodges and Roe v. Wade.
Oh damn! I guess like everything you say can just be thrown away.
Yeah, exactly.
a person who literally was a Yang ganger, okay? Someone who was in support of Yang Gang, who
Yang gang, Yang
Well,
gang.
okay, wait,
Yang
wait.
gang.
What's Hasan's beef with Andrew Yang? Wait, what? What's the beef with Andrew Yang here? I don't get this. I don't get the lore.
what am I supposed to do? Watch every crash out? You think like every single time some slop pooper makes a video, this is
Dude, okay, in 2020, if you're wanting to during like the Democratic primaries, I should say, like of 2020, right? That was the way to rizz up Asian bitches. Okay,
Hell yeah.
you frankly missed your opportunity.
I did.
Yeah, Yang is washed now.
I'm never gonna get that.
The only thing you're demonstrating is your own stupidity. It's an hour and 40 minutes of a sex pests, cults, communities, compiled garbage.
Wait. Ethan Klein's a sex pest?
I guess so.
Irrefutable proof that Ethan Klein is being fed links and clips about Hasan Piker directly from Destiny's Discord community. Oh, okay. So Destiny's the sex pest.
I mean, I'm sure Ethan Klein is also an incel. We could throw that out there.
Yeah.
Took a week
He's a
off.
fascist, incel, sex pest.
Just so that there wasn't that stink associated with it, because unfortunately for him, his favorite content creator was outed as a sex pest for.
Oh, okay. If this actually has credibility to it, that is interesting. Where the video was delayed to remove any reference to Destiny. That's interesting.
Consensually and unconsensually recording people while they're having sex, and then distributing it to a bunch of other 19-year-old Discord e-girl kittens that he wanted to fuck. And then all of those videos were leaked a month ago, including.
Okay, this is guilt by association, and the association isn't really all too strong to work with.
Yeah, it's like Hasan is associated with people that are actual terrorists.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's like you can't be making these arguments, Hasan. It makes you look retarded.
Yeah.
Of him having sex with his ex-wife, who I know for a fact she has mentioned, did not give him consent to release those videos to random people. And the idea that this is a deflection is.
I mean, didn't his ex-wife do OnlyFans?
It's just he would rather talk about like this drama than the video talking about him.
Yeah.
It's like this is just 37 minutes of all nothing.
Yeah, see, like, because thing is, like, Hasan and Ethan have beef, and Hasan and Destiny have had beef forever. So of course, like, use one to throw the other under the bus. It's actually genius, frankly.
Every single stupid point brought up a million times over. But yeah, anyway, have fun though. I assume that you guys are going to try and bait me into losing my shit all day. But yeah, there are already 100 responses to every accusation. I know. There's like, you could just go, if you truly are invested in the truth. And I'm sure there are some people. There are others who are just going to come in here and be like, well, I'm going to keep it real, man. You're just like avoiding accountability. Yeah, dude, I am pro-Palestine. That's it. I'm pro-Palestine. Okay? If that's news to you.
No, that's not it. Oh, like the issue isn't that you're pro-Palestine. The issue is that you're like so pro-Palestine that any minor thing that go like the Israeli people are suffering in ways that they shouldn't be, and you don't care. And like you're so pro-Palestine that you're anti everyone else. Like you could be pro-Palestine and still have empathy for the people that are suffering on the other side, right?
Yeah.
And like, but he doesn't. Like that's the issue we have with him. Is that he blatantly doesn't give a shit about anyone else. So why the fuck should we care to hear his thoughts on these situations? Right?
Yeah. So I mean, like, thing is, I feel like a better so if the pro-Palestine position becomes so tainted by people like Hasan, it would be better to rebrand as being anti-Benjamin Netanyahu rather than pro-Palestine.
Yeah. I can see that.
Okay, the space bar wasn't working for.
All right, I'm pro-Palestine. I'm anti-genocide. I am someone who is a leftist. Okay, I'm a leftist. I do not think capitalism is the final evolution of mankind. I think we can evolve beyond it. There are literally Guantanamo Bay internment prison facilities being set up right now. And if your number one thing is your favorite fucking 50-year-old content creator with 3 children and his endeavors for the past 6 months, you are a deeply unserious person. The only this mother literally only talks about the genocide now when it's to say there's a genocide going on cynically, and his entire fucking baby-brained moronic fan base also reiterate that point over and over again.
So okay, this is, I'm pretty sure like Ethan even addressed this, right? Because like he was mocking Hasan. It's like, oh, you're going to Disneyland while there's a genocide going on.
Exactly. Like he's pointing out that Hasan also talks like this.
Yeah.
Hasan is basically talking about himself in this clip.
Exactly. So he's doing this like, Donald Trump is president right now and you're talking about this drama.
Like there's so much more important shit going on than talking about this. And it's like, okay, Hasan, why are you talking about fucking Luffy and One Piece when you have a literal terrorist to ask him, like, hey, what are your thoughts on the actual organization you're a part of? Oh, no. We don't need to ask him that. Does he know about One Piece? fucking retard.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they think they're making a brilliant point because they misunderstood.
Not calling the kettle black, right? Like that's the saying, right?
Exactly. He's like, it's like Ethan predicted how Hasan would respond to this. It's like he predicted how, because to be fair, when you have a podcast with somebody for 2 years, you'll probably end up running around.
Probably pick up on like their fucking mentality.
Patterns,
yeah.
I think it's a pathetically selfish way to approach that conversation from the personal feelings of a rich 100 millionaire sitting in his Bel Air mansion.
Rich 100.
He's talking shit about Ethan's wealth. Meanwhile, he just moved to fucking Japan, right? It's like, okay, I don't know if he actually full on moved there, but he's crashing in a hotel in Japan just because he feels like it.
Yeah. I mean, he can work from Japan, so there's that benefit.
It's just
Feelings. That's it. You can call it crash out all day, every day. I'm a goddamn adult. I'm 33 years old. I'm not going to, cover every moron in their own personal feelings and how hurt they've been. And it's taken a year, okay, for me to actually be open for me to finally get to this point. I still wish Ethan well, okay? I do. But God, how selfish, how delusional, how stupid to just like think that anyone outside of your marginal fucking cult that you have whittled away over and over again is going to look at the situation and go, yeah, you know what, dude, you are actually right. You've totally convinced me that baby murder, unlimited baby murder is all right now, actually. That like people who call
baby murder, you say.
Isn't it great how he's calling H3H3 fans a cult? Meanwhile, people will walk up to him on the street and just say, "You're my hero, Hasan."
Yeah, exactly. No, like Hasan's audience is way more cultish. Like, I don't know. You could make the argument that Destiny's audience is cultish too, but like H3H3, really? Like, no, like H3H3 has had issues with his audience for a long time. Back in 2017, when he threw PewDiePie under the bus for the N-word incident. In like 2022, he had problems with his like leftist, like gay audience for saying like having some observation about gay people. If you remember that,
it's just Hasan is just digging himself his own grave. It's just, he keeps digging the hole. He keeps making it bigger. Dig hole. Shut up.
Call that sort of behavior out are all seemingly radical Islamist extremist terrorists who I will assume are being funded by Qatar or Iran or Saudi Arabia or whatever other Arab nation, because I don't have any understanding of geopolitics anyway, and they're all the same to me. Go spend time with your kids, man. Holy, you look crazy. You look like you're literally losing your mind, and virtually everyone can see it. Do you not?
Wait, okay, hold up. Spend time with your kids. Okay. When was the last time H3H3 posted like on his main channel? When was the last time? Oh my goodness, 4 years? Becoming the Zuck featuring iDubbbz. Ain't that funny?
What the hell?
Yeah, so it has been 4 years since Ethan uploaded to his main channel. So since 2021. So it's not really all that much of obviously this is a big endeavor, but it's not like he's doing this constantly at the expense of his children.
I mean, at the very least, him saying, I've been working on this for a few months, now that it's like, I'm thinking about it, he has kids, he has all these other things to work on. So like, oh yeah, instead of working on this video 24/7, he spends time with his family.
Not to mention,
when he can.
Yeah, not to mention the podcast channel, which I'd imagine is more profitable.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like that's the real reason why he switched over, frankly. Because like, oh yeah, look at this, right?
Or check the live.
Yeah, the live is probably a better way to go about it.
20 hours, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days. Yeah.
Yeah. This is well in the content nuke Markiplier. Yeah, like see, he gets good views. Obviously, not as much as he did for videos, but the effort is much less for these
like
streams.
He's getting like anywhere from 300 to like 900,000 views per video doing like per stream. So like this is fine, right? Like
and this is roughly like what every other day he's doing, or like every 3 days, something like that.
Every 2 or 3 days, something like that. So like Hasan trying to use the argument of go spend time with your kids. That's like the laziest, shittiest, emptiest argument, right?
Yeah.
It's just like that's how we can tell that Hasan has no legitimate arguments and critiques, because one, he hasn't watched the video talking shit about him, and two, all he can do is say meaningless shit like, oh, go spend time with your kids instead of fantasizing about me. It's like he can't do both, Hasan.
Yeah, it's this is ridiculous, dude.
Listen to your producers. I'm sure they have pulled you aside in the background and been like, hey, Ethan, can you stop doing this? It's very uncomfortable every time the camera pans to them. There's a reason for it. It's just everyone around you thinks you're crazy. God, it took this long for me to finally be like, dude, please, you're never going to get better unless you take accountability. Jesus Christ, go to therapy or something. That must have felt cathartic. I mean, it doesn't feel cathartic at all, because then as the classic like cry bully behavior gets reiterated over and over again, they will go, see, he cares about this. He cares about this so much. And it's like, it doesn't bother me, man. It doesn't. You're not new to this game. It's just deeply embarrassing. And
look at that. People are gifting him subs. He's fucking monetized.
Stupid and malleable are you as a goddamn adult that you can be manipulated by other slop tubers? It's kind of shocking. Bro, you keep agreeing with chatters.
Other slop tubers.
You have no interest in anything real. You will fall victim to the whims of right-wing politics, okay? If Ethan flipped the script and became like a right-winger, then you would also do that because you are a stupid person. Anyway, I hope, and I mean this with genuine sincerity and all sincerity, I hope this was like, I hope he got it out of his system, you know? I hope he got it out of his system, and instead of like clip chimping everything that I'm saying right now, and then...
Hope he got all of his system.
Chimping.
Glad he's, clip chimping. This is so ridiculous, man. He's saying that like Ethan's gonna like do a right-wing grift now. Buddy.
Anyone who criticizes me is part of the opposition.
Exactly. That's definitely their mentality here.
Stupid, silly little drama show. If Ethan wants to talk to me, he can talk to me. Okay, he doesn't have to constantly.
Like Ethan himself in his video makes the point that me and Hasan are probably like 5 degrees off of being in like our disagreements, right?
Yeah.
It's like, but because that small marginal difference to Hasan is enough, right?
Yeah.
It's literally you're with me or against me. That little bit, just Ethan wanting Hasan to at least acknowledge the people that are suffering on the other side, right?
Yeah, just acknowledge it.
No, you can't do it.
With 3 children from behind an Instagram story. You can talk to me in person, big dog. You got my phone number. We can have a conversation on your stream. We can have a conversation on my stream. Last time, I had baby gloves on, and you cried like a bitch after doing Teddy Fresh ads in the midst of our genocide coverage. That's right. I'm talking about the Leftovers episode where you actually cried. That was a beautiful moment, and I was actually very wrong for thinking that actually meant something. It turned out it didn't mean for you at all, because selfishly, you spent constantly ripping into, suspiciously, a lot of, not myself, but other people of color. I'm not calling myself a person of color. I know it's going to get clipped out of context.
Oh my goodness.
Whatever. No.
What?
Noticing that.
Oh my goodness. No, dude, he's implying now that Ethan's racist. He's implying that Ethan is racist now.
Hasan Piker, man, just this guy.
You have just been going after a lot of people of color, Arabs, Muslims in general, just constantly talking about how scary they are. You know why?
Scary.
I don't know, because maybe you're an Islamophobic moron who retweets or basically tweets out Ben Shapiro quotes about Hamas. Maybe that's the reason why people think you're super pro-Israel. Okay, maybe that's why. No accountability, okay? No accountability whatsoever. Constantly pointing the finger at other people. It can't be me. It can't be the broad reception of my worldview. It cannot be the way that people understand where I'm coming from, okay? The way people have heard the same talking points over and over again from people who are genuinely deeply pro-Israel. Maybe that was the reason why people were saying that. No, it must be because of anti-Semitism. And it's like, it's not as though anti-Semitism isn't increasing. It is, okay? And it's something that I understand. It's something that many of these people that Ethan has falsely smeared as anti-Semitic understand. So especially at a time when there's motherfuckers like Nick Fuentes, Jake Shields, or numerous other like actually anti-Semitic monsters out there who are running rampant, hyper-focusing on people who are anti-Zionist and expressly and openly not anti-Semitic is certainly a choice. Yeah, I'll debate.
So yeah, see now he's just making a whole like the right wingers are the actual anti-Semites now, right? Where it's like I don't know. Did Ethan accuse Hasan of being anti? He didn't accuse Hasan himself of being anti-Semitic, but he said like he allowed literal terrorists on. Where it's just like, yeah, and they've said horrible things about Jews.
Yeah, like he made a tweet showing like a guy with a pike up his ass, and Hasan is platforming him. So it's like,
yeah.
You anytime, anywhere. All right, Ethan? The assumption that I'm afraid of you is so idiotic, okay? Tell your gut. Be honest with your fan base, okay? I'll talk to you anytime, any place. I'm done. I'm done with this nonsense. Like, these morons literally think I'm afraid of.
So he's going to talk to him, but, not watch the video. Because that worked out so great with the Willie Mack show.
Dude who does not know anything about politics and basically just rehashed Willie Mack show and DESPARATE clips, dude. Like, these guys just literally go to Reddit. That's it. And they just repeat Reddit talking points over and over.
Reddit talking points.
It's just...
Wait.
That's not what Ethan did. I will admit that like 40 minutes of Ethan's video could have been cut out, like condensed, but like the other like hour or so was like legitimate criticism.
Yeah, there is criticism in there, even if it is like repeated, rehashed.
But like the reason people repeat that shit is because Hasan doesn't fucking listen.
Yeah, exactly.